Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Top Crypto Bull here once again for your daily crypto update. Let's get right into it. Well, looks like the market's still going a little bit down. Not too bad. It's just going sideways between like 96k and about 101k for the last day or two. If you would have saw my video yesterday, you would have known I told you guys that we were probably going to dip down to like 95k. We almost got there. We got as low as like $96,100. And I did tell you guys it's going to be a good time to buy the dip. In case you missed the dip on 2-3 days ago when we had the massive dip when Bitcoin went all the way down to 91k. I told you guys this will be your second chance. Don't miss out on this chance. Definitely buy the dip. I don't think the altcoins are going to go as low as they did 2-3 days ago. When Bitcoin dipped down as low as 91k, but I do believe they are gonna go to lower prices, just not as low. Like Jasmine, Jasmine went down as low as 0.02 like 2-3 days ago, and yesterday and today it's been as low as 0.23. So definitely right now is the perfect time to buy Jasmine and your favorite altcoins. They're still in the red. I only see a very few coins that are in the green. One that stands out, I guess, is this newcomer here, Ultima, coming out of nowhere. It looks like it made the top 100. It's up 17% up for the day, but it's expensive. Look, the current price is $16,517. So right now, it's definitely it's ranked number 100. It just made it into the top 100. And we also got Sui. Sui's up 2% up for the day. We got Hype is up 2.9% up for the day. And we got the Punji Penguin Pengu is up 2.6% up for the day. Well, I see a comment in the live chat. Sunny says hello everybody. Hey Sunny, shout out to Sunny saying hello to everybody. Thanks for commenting, Sunny. So yeah guys, everything is still looking red. Still the perfect time to buy the dip. If you missed out a day or two ago and didn't buy the dip, you're getting a second, third chance right now. Prices are still low, but if you have some dry powder on the side, might be a good time to buy the dip, because I do expect Bitcoin and the altcoins to start grinding upwards here shortly. Now in case you guys probably already know, but in case you don't know, looks like the crypto czar David Sachs, he had his first conference today, and this is what went down. This article is a good summary of what went down today. So I'll basically just kind of read it to you guys in case you don't know what happened today. U.S. crypto and digital assets top David Sachs first press conference. So the crypto czar is David Sachs. Today, David Sachs, President Trump's crypto czar and AI czar, held a press conference alongside Senator Tim Scott, Representative French Hill, Senator John Boozman, and Representative G.T. Thompson to unveil new plans for U.S. leadership in digital assets. They introduced the Genius Act, a bill aimed at regulating stablecoins by establishing clear issuance procedures and designating federal and state regulators based on the issuer's size. Sachs emphasized that keeping innovation onshore is a top priority to ensure that the U.S. maintains global leadership in financial technology. To advance this initiative, he announced a joint working group between the House and Senate dedicated to crypto legislation. This effort reflects the administration's broader goal of creating regulatory clarity and fostering a thriving blockchain ecosystem with the United States. Despite these announcements, the market responded negatively. With Bitcoin's price declining, some investors were frustrated by the lack of exclusive market-moving news, failing to recognize that comprehensive legislation is necessary for crypto adoption at the national level, especially if the government intends to hold digital assets as part of its treasury reserve. A unified approach to crypto regulation. One of the key takeaways from the press conference was the announcement of a bipartisan and bicameral working group that will drive legislation forward. This working group includes the House Financial Service Committee, the Senate Banking Committee, the House Agriculture Committee, and the Senate Agriculture Committee. With this coalition, lawmakers aim to harmonize regulations across different oversight agencies like the SEC and the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, CFTC. The challenge. Some digital assets are considered securities while others fall under the category of commodities, creating a complex and fragmented regulatory landscape. By bringing together key stakeholders, this initiative seeks to eliminate uncertainty and provide the crypto industry with clear guidelines on compliance, operations, and legal obligations. So yeah, it was kind of like a nothing burger. I saw the crypto conference by the crypto Czar and these four Republicans. The French Hill, John Boozman, and G. Thompson. They just basically introduced themselves, and they basically, just to summarize it all up, they're basically saying that they're going to create clarity for digital assets and cryptos, which is good, I guess. It's good in the long term because we do need clarity. I guess they're saying that some cryptos are commodities and some cryptos are securities. So they're gonna lay the foundation, the regulations for blockchain and cryptos, and that way we know what to expect once they do the regulation. But other than that, it was really a nothing burger. I mean, like most people were expecting the crypto czar David Sachs to talk about the Bitcoin U.S. reserve, but the Donald Trump promise. Because in case you don't know, Donald Trump promised to make Bitcoin the U.S. reserve currency. But all that David Sachs in the whole conference, nobody really mentioned Bitcoin. Just at the end, David Sachs kind of said that they're gonna take a look to see if it's even possible to make Bitcoin a cryptocurrency reserve. That's all they said. They didn't say that it was going to happen or that it wasn't going to happen. They just said that was a top priority, to take a look and to see if it was even feasible to make a Bitcoin reserve currency. So at least they mentioned Bitcoin, and at least they mentioned that they're going to take a look at Bitcoin to see if it was feasible to make it into a crypto reserve currency. So at least they did that. My outtake is, that they probably will make it that Bitcoin will probably become a crypto reserve currency in the future. I don't think it's going to happen right away. It might happen, maybe sometime in later 2025, maybe in the summer 2025 or in the winter 2025. Maybe we'll get some news. It looks like they're going to take their time. They're going to make the regulations first. And they're gonna take it step by step. But so far Donald Trump, he's been a pro crypto president, and he's been keeping most of his promises. So I do think it is gonna happen. Just a matter of time before they do a Bitcoin reserve currency. But it looks like the market, they wanted David Sachs, to be like, oh yeah, we're gonna create the Bitcoin reserve currency in a few days, by next month or next week, it's going to happen. So, that's what people were expecting. That's why, the market kind of declined a little bit, but not that bad. I believe the current Bitcoin price is like 97K or 98K. Let's see what the current Bitcoin price is right now. Current Bitcoin price at the time of recording is $98,000. It was, right around like $101,000, right before, the crypto czar had its conference, and it went down as low as 96,145, but it's already bounced back all the way up to 98,100. So it's not that bad. I mean, it wasn't a big sell-off. It was just like probably like 3-4% sell-off. So and we're already back up at 98,100. So it was more like a nothing burger. even if the crypto czar wouldn't have held this conference, I mean, we were trading around 98,000, yesterday, most of the day also. So we're right at the price we were yesterday. So it was really more of a nothing burger. I think we were right about around 97, 98,000 24 hours ago when I made my live stream. So nothing really has changed. I told you guys yesterday that we were probably going to dip down as low as 95k. So it was a perfect time to buy the dip in case you missed out yesterday and the day before that. And we almost got there. We got as low as 96,145. Now we still might be able to make 95k. I do believe we'll probably be ranging between 95k and like 101,000 for a few days. Just while all this all this news settles of the Trump tariffs and the crypto czar conference being a nothing burger. But I do believe in the long term it is going to be bullish. The crypto czar came out today and said that they're gonna give clarity to cryptos and the blockchain technology, which is the most important thing. So in the long term, I do think it's bullish. And at least he did mention that they were gonna look at Bitcoin to see if it even was feasible to make it a U.S. crypto reserve currency. So I mean, they might just be kind of playing it down. Maybe they already have it in mind, because they gotta kind of follow Donald Trump. So maybe they already have it in mind that the Bitcoin reserve currency is going to be created, but they don't want to let everybody know yet. So I'm thinking it is going to be created. It's just a matter of time. I just don't know when. It might be in a few months. It might be in the summer of 2025. It might be in the winter of 2025. But probably sometime this year, it probably will be created. The Bitcoin reserve currency. So the best thing I got from the conference that I saw today of the crypto czar is that they're going to create clarity for cryptos and the blockchain technology. So that's the good news right there. And it didn't affect Bitcoin that much. I mean, we just dipped down a little bit from 101k to 96,145. It's just about 4%, 4 to 5%. And it's already bounced back, to $98,100 at the time of recording. So, Bitcoin will probably just go sideways, for a few more days. But, once this blows over, which could be at any time, it could be maybe tomorrow we'll be back above 100. So, definitely, stay bullish on Bitcoin. We did, have a decent close today. The February 4th trading day did close at 97,795. So, I mean, as long as we keep closing above 97k, we'll still be okay. But ideally, we do want to get back to closing around 100k. We don't want to fall back in this range where we, ranging between 90k and 100k, like we did over 2 months. We want to, hopefully, this Bitcoin price below 100k only lasts, 1 or 2 more days. We need to get back above 100k. On February 3rd, we did close at $101,000, and on February 2nd, we closed at $97,676. And before that, we were closing above 100k for almost 2 weeks. So it's just been a couple days that we closed below 100k. So hopefully, maybe tomorrow or the next day, we'll be back up 100k. I am bullish though. I don't think we're gonna last that much below 100k. I do believe, the parabolic bull run phase. We are in the parabolic bull run phase for Bitcoin and cryptos, and I do believe it's going to continue to the upside. And I do believe we have more upside to go before we see a deep correction. And by a deep correction, I mean a 30% correction or more. I do believe Bitcoin's got to make a new all-time high, and it's got to get above 120k before we see a 30% correction or more. And the reason I believe that is because on all 3 previous cycles, every time Bitcoin went into price discovery or true price discovery is when Bitcoin goes above and stays above its previous all-time high. So the previous all-time high, the last cycle for Bitcoin was 69k, which it did in November 2021, and it finally broke out of 69k and stayed above. It finally got into a true price discovery. On November 6th, it surpassed 69k, and it's been above 69k, this whole time. Now there was a few times, like in March 2024 where we wicked above 69K. We wicked all the way up to 73K. But we fell right back down. A few times in March, we wicked above 69K, but we always fell right back down 69K. So it wasn't until November 6th when we went into true price discovery. So like I was saying, in all three previous cycles, Bitcoin, every time it goes into true price discovery, it always does a 100% move to the upside before it has a deep correction. So if you take 69K, a 100% move to the upside will be around 138K. I'm being conservative. I'm saying that Bitcoin has to at least go above 120K before a deep correction. But it does have a potential to go as high as 138K, so it could complete the 100% move from 69K. Now it's done this every single cycle from the beginning of 2009 when it got created, and usually history repeats. It's not exact, but it rhymes. So most likely history will repeat, and Bitcoin will complete this 100% move from price discovery before it has a deep correction. So that's why I'm bullish on Bitcoin, and I do believe we're gonna trend upward. I don't think we're gonna go below 90K. I do believe 90K is the line in the sand for Bitcoin for right now. I don't think we'll see below 90K until the next bear market. I do believe 90K is going to hold. We might see a quick wick below 90K like we did here on January 13th, 2025. We wicked below 89. We wicked below 90K all the way to $89,000. But literally it was just down there for like a few minutes. It just wicked down there and then came right back up. So I do believe 90K will hold, and I do believe we're gonna stay above 90K for sure. And I do believe we're probably gonna head up above 120K, make new all-time highs, and then sometime once it passes 120K, it will have a deep correction of about 30% correction. But it does have a chance to get as high as $138,000 if history was to repeat, and usually it does. So that's why I'm bullish on Bitcoin. So stay bullish on Bitcoin. Now let me see, is there any other bullish news? I have some more bullish news for you guys. There's a lot of bullish news coming out of the government. Looks like the SEC acting chair has onboarded ex-Coin Center director to Crypto Task Force. Former Coin Center policy director Landon Zinda has left the crypto advocacy group to join the SEC as a senior advisor. Landon Zinda has stepped down from his position as policy director of cryptocurrency advocacy organization Coin Center to join the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's Crypto Task Force. So it looks like today, in February 4th, on the notice, the acting SEC chair, Mark Ueda, said that Zinda had joined the commission as his counsel and a senior advisor for the Crypto Task Force. The former Coin Center director will join Chief of Staff Richard Gabbard and Chief Policy Advisor Taylor Asher on the task force headed by Commissioner Hester Pierce. So there you go. This crypto task force that was announced on January 21st after the departure of the SEC Chair Gary Gensler aims to help the Commission draw clear regulation lines, provide realistic paths to registration, craft sensible disclosure frameworks, and deploy enforcement resources judiciously. The SEC said that the group would coordinate with other federal agencies, including the Commodities Future Trading Commission. So there you go. More bullish news for crypto. Everybody is working on clarity. It looks like we're going to have clarity for crypto here soon. And that's probably going to be good for crypto and us in general, because once there's full clarity, once there's regulations for crypto and blockchain technology, all the big money, all the big institutions, that are on the sidelines right now, they're going to invest heavily. BlackRock's already invested heavily, but once we got more regulations, they're going to invest even more heavily. Like all the BlackRock clients, that are in the sidelines, that worry about regulations from the government, they're going to start investing their millions of dollars once we got, regulations and clarity for crypto. So that's really good, so get ready. If you're listening to me right now, you're early into the crypto game. So once we get full clarity in the US for crypto, it's going to get mass adopted and our bags are going to get pumped. It's going to make, Bitcoin, surge to higher prices. And we all know that once Bitcoin surges to higher prices, the altcoins follow. So definitely get ready for that. Now let's take a look at XRP, see what XRP is doing at the time of recording. Current price of XRP is $2.50. Still a great price right now. Still a great buy. XRP, probably still has another good, 5 to 7x, from to the top of the bull run. I do believe XRP could get to at least $15 at the top of the bull run. So that's like a good, 7x from right now. So still got a good 5 to 7x. It did manage to close today at $2.52. And it did drop down, to all the way to $1.72 on February 3rd. Hopefully you were able to catch that dip. But it was doing really good, for over 2 weeks. It was closing above $3. And then, Mr. Donald Trump's tariffs came in and, spooked out the market and made, Bitcoin and all the cryptos dump, as well as the stock market. All the markets dumped, for, that weekend on Sunday, Saturday and Sunday, when, Donald Trump announced his tariffs. So definitely, it's still holding pretty good to compare to other cryptos. It's already bounced back all the way to 250. But I mean, if you like XRP, you're investing a lot of money, XRP is a good investment. If you only want a 5x to 7x it would be a good investment. I mean, if you're investing $1 million, you want a quick $5 million, gain, XRP would be a good investment. But if you want, much more gains, if you don't have that much money, if you're only investing like $1,000 or $100, then I wouldn't invest it into XRP. I would invest it into, something with a lower market cap, something more like Jasmine. Jasmine, the market cap is, way lower. The XRP market cap, let's see what the XRP market cap was. I forgot to check. Let's see, the XRP market cap is 144 billion. If you compare it to Jasmine market cap, it's only 1.17 billion. So I mean, you're gonna have a lot better returns on the Jasmine coin. It's a great price right now, great discount. It's only at 0.23. It did get as low as 0.20 on February 3rd, which was yesterday. So I mean, definitely still a great price. That's why, yesterday I said in my video, and I'm saying it today again. I mean, if you missed out on the altcoin dip, from Sunday, and and you wanna still buy some cryptos, right now is the time to buy it. I don't think they're gonna get as low as they did on February 3rd, on the February 3rd trading day, but I mean, they're gonna get pretty close. Like the low for Jasmine was 0.20 on the February 3rd trading day, and so far the lowest it's gotten is 0.2264. So like I said, it's not gonna get as low as the February 3rd trading day, but I mean, even at these current prices, if you're listening to me right now, it's a perfect time to buy, because Bitcoin and cryptos, they could start bouncing back by tomorrow, and if you don't buy right now, you might miss the dip, and you'll be like FOMOing into higher prices. So 0.2355 is a great price for Jasmine. I do believe it's got a great potential. I do believe it could easily get to like 30 cents. Some people are saying it could only get to like 30 cents or 60 cents, but I'm thinking it could get pretty close to $1. I for sure think it could get to 30 cents. So even at 30 cents, it would be like a 15x from the price of today. And if it got to 60 cents, it would be like a 30x from the price of today. But I'm thinking it could get close to $1. I'm very bullish on Jasmine. I mean, it might not be able to make it to the exact dollar, because a dollar is a very psychological number. Just like Bitcoin had a hard time breaking through 100K because of the psychological number. Jasmine might have a hard time breaking through $1, but it could easily get to like 90 cents, 93 cents, or 95 cents. So if Jasmine at least got to 90 cents, that would be like a good 45x from the price of today. So definitely don't miss out on Jasmine. Just like Jasmine, and all the cryptos, they're just waiting on Bitcoin to go parabolic, and then Jasmine and all the cryptos are gonna take off. And I do believe by the end of February we're gonna be in the true altcoin season. So it's looking bad right now. February had a bad start. It's looking like like everything was going down. Everything was going good before February. We were starting to rally, and then Mr. Donald Trump came in and crashed the market with his tariffs. But he said there was going to be a little bit of pain in the short term, but in the long term it was going to be good. So that's probably like a good analogy for the crypto right now for February. The beginning of February is going to be a little bit of pain in the short term, but I do believe by the end of February, like Jasmine could easily be like around like 10, 12 cents easily, maybe even higher. I do believe by the end of February we're going to be in the true altcoin season. And all your favorite cryptos are going to be going parabolic. So don't miss out on Jasmine. I do think Jasmine is going to be one of the chosen ones this cycle. I do believe it's going to have a massive run. Everybody's going to be talking about Jasmine at the top of the bull run. Everybody's going to be FOMOing into Jasmine once it gets to 30 cents or above. So don't be FOMOing into Jasmine once it's over 30 cents. Better buy it now. That it's only 0.23 cents. It would have been better if you would have bought it, closer to the bear market low of 0.028. I got lucky and I got in at 0.005. I wish I would have got in like a 0.028 or 0.003, but 0.005 is not that bad either. So I'm doing good on Jasmine. I'm up in my position, but I don't plan to sell until we get close to like 90 cents. I'm risking it. I'm holding it to like around 90 cents because I do believe it has that high potential. It's got the 4x Sony executives running Jasmine. I'm very bullish on these on this team. I do believe they're gonna make Jasmine a household name like they did with the Sony the Sony brand. Everybody knows about the Sony PlayStation. Everybody knows about the Sony electronics. Everybody owns Sony speakers and Sony gadgets, Sony PlayStation. Everybody knows about it. And I do believe they're gonna make Jasmine successful, and everybody's gonna know about Jasmine at the top of the bull run. And also, Jasmine is the only crypto in Japan that has clarity. That's why it's also known as the Bitcoin of Japan. So all the Japanese people, which is like I don't know what the exact population is, but I know it's in the millions of people. All the crypto investors in Japan are probably gonna be buying Jasmine, because it's the only one in clarity. But not only in Japan, everybody all over the world loves Jasmine. So I do believe Jasmine is going to do really good. I'm also very bullish on Jasmine because the Jasmine team, they have a good roadmap for Jasmine. And one of the things in the roadmap is that they're going to lock up over half of the supply. Right now the supply is 50 billion as well. They're all circulating. About 50 billion Jasmine are circulating, and their goal is to sometime this year they're gonna lock up over half the supply. So if they lock up at least 25 billion Jasmine, that's only gonna leave 25 billion Jasmine in circulation. So that's gonna make the Jasmine coin skyrocket. That is one of the main reasons why I do believe Jasmine could get to at least 90 cents and pretty close to $1. That's why I'm risking it. I'm going to hold my Jasmine till it gets around 90 cents for the most profits. You don't have to, do what I do. You could sell out at 30 cents or 50 cents, make your profits. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't buy or sell any coin because I say so. Learn to do your own research and only invest in the markets where you're willing to lose. That's just what I'm doing because I'm very bullish on Jasmine. I'm going to risk it and I'm going to hold Jasmine until about 90 cents and then I'm going to sell. So yeah, definitely bullish on Jasmine. They got all the narratives. They're doing a little bit of everything. They're into the Internet of Things. They got a Web3 gaming narrative. They have an AI narrative. They have a like a robotics narrative. They have a medical narrative. They have deeper narrative. They're doing a little bit of everything. So stay bullish on Jasmine. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin dominance because the main reason right now that the altcoins are down is because the Bitcoin dominance is really high. It's kind of like the Bitcoin show right now. Look at this. on February 3rd, the Bitcoin dominance spiked up all the way up to 64.34%. Right now we're at 61.52%, but it's still ticking up. This when it wicked all the way up to 64%, which is like a quick wick. But we're still, making higher highs and higher lows besides this wick right here. So, we need this to come down. In order for the true altcoin season to come down, we need it to get below 55%. But just like you saw the Bitcoin dominance surge in 3 days, the Bitcoin dominance could drop in 3 days as well. So, don't get bearish. There's a chance, that the Bitcoin dominance could start to collapse. And within a few days, we'll be right back where we were here around, 58%. But really, where we really need to be at is 55% or lower for the true altcoin season to begin. If you remember, in December, in the December 3rd to December 8 days, the Bitcoin dominance was around 55% or lower. And I don't know if you remember, but I do. That's when all the altcoins were popping off. That's when we saw a lot of altcoins moon. Not just one or two, a lot of the coins were mooning, like Hedera, XRP, XLM, Algorand. A lot of altcoins were mooning. But then the Bitcoin dominance started going up again, and then they just kind of been going sideways now, for over a month or two. So now we're just been going sideways. There are still random coins mooning, like XCN mooned. Did over a 20% move in 13 days. We got Toshi mooning. There's random coins mooning, but not all of them are mooning right now because of the Bitcoin dominance is keeping suppressing all the altcoins. Speaking about XCN, let's get into the XCN update. So remember, on the Bitcoin dominance, we need to be below 55% or lower for the true altcoin season to begin. So we got a ways to go, but just as quickly as we got up to high dominance, we could just as quickly go down to low dominance. So hopefully that happens. So current price of XCN is 0.029. It's just been going sideways here, for the last, the last week, between 0.25 and 0.35. It's been going sideways. It did top off here on January 26th, which was right after it did over a 20x move, from 0.025 on January 13 all the way to 5 cents on January 26th. Now it's cooled off. It's got to consolidate, and that's good. The more consolidation it has, it's getting ready for the next leg up. Once Bitcoin goes parabolic, I do expect I do expect XCN, to quickly go to 10 cents. It'll probably double, easily double, from the 5 cents top. It'll quickly go to 10 cents once Bitcoin, goes parabolic and starts going to higher prices. But, XCN, just like all the cryptos, needs Bitcoin to go parabolic, and get into higher prices, 110,000 or more. And then that way the XCN and the cryptos will start going parabolic as well. But if you own XCN, kudos to you. You're massively up. I own some XCN as well. I got into XCN when it was at 0.0017. I wish I would have got in at the all-time low of 0.0007. But at 0.0017, it's still not too bad. I'm still up, over a 15x, almost a 20x. But I do see XCN getting to at least 25 cents this cycle, and potentially it could even get to as high as 50 cents. So definitely, I'm super bullish on an XCN. It could easily still do a 10x from the price of today. So definitely, I'm super bullish on XCN. It's a decentralized finance crypto, and I'm very bullish on this DeFi crypto XCN. Because that's what crypto was originally created for. It was for DeFi, for decentralized financing, and it looks like the governments of the world, they're pushing decentralized financing. Even here in the U.S., they just announced that the banks are able to custody crypto now. So that's very bullish for Bitcoin and XCN. So with the banks being able to custody crypto, that's gonna send all the DeFi coins to the moon. So definitely, stay bullish on XCN. definitely, it's getting ready. It's consolidating and getting ready for its next leg up. So let's go see if there's any other news before I look at another chart. Don't want to bore you too much with the charts. Looks like there's another bullish news here. Looks like the SEC is scaling back its crypto enforcement unit. The SEC's 50% crypto unit is getting a shakeup with some staff reassigned. Well, let me read that again. The SEC's 50% crypto unit is getting a shakeup with some staff reassigned to other areas. So this is what the New York Times is reporting. The U.S. SEC is reportedly starting to scale back its 50-staff crypto enforcement unit. Some of the lawyers in the crypto unit will be assigned to other departments in the agency, citing that 5 people with knowledge of the matter. One of the crypto unit's top lawyer was also moved from the SEC's enforcement arm, which some complained was an unfair demotion. An SEC spokesperson declined Cointelegraph's request for comment. The report comes just hours after SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce outlined the regulator's new approach to regulating the crypto market, including evaluating the security status of crypto assets and potentially providing retroactive relief for certain token offerings. Peirce likened the SEC's old approach as careening down the road while incessantly slamming on enforcement brakes. The crypto road trip on which the newly announced crypto task force has embarked likewise should be more enjoyable and less risky than the crypto road trip that the Commission has taken the industry for the last decade. The SEC brought 33 cryptocurrency related enforcement actions against 90 defendants and respondents in 2024. So I guess is bullish because they're scaling back their enforcement unit. They're not gonna be like suing everybody. All the top lawyers. They're getting reassigned. So I think this is bullish for crypto because under Gary Gensler when he was the SEC chair, he was like suing everybody, and you need lawyers to sue people. So if the SEC lawyers are getting reassigned to other parts of the SEC besides crypto, that's very bullish news because without lawyers they can't be suing people. So that's awesome that the SEC is doing this. They're scaling back their crypto enforcement unit. So that's awesome. So I just wanted to share that with you guys really quick. Oh wait, I see a comment here. Let me see what it says here. It says, oops, give me 1 second. The comment says, it's by Autumn. Autumn says, what do you mean when you said for Bitcoin to drop 55% in order to start altcoin dominance? Or does it have to do what, or does it have to go up, you mean? Okay, let me go back to the Bitcoin dominance. Okay, the Bitcoin dominance is basically it measures like the Bitcoin price against the altcoins prices. So right now when we saw this big drop from the Trump tariffs, Bitcoin fell from around $105,000 to like $91,000. So the drop wasn't that bad. It was just about like a 14% drop. But some of our favorite altcoins, they dropped massively. They did over like 30-40% drops. So basically the Bitcoin dominance, in order for the true altcoin season to begin, needs to fall to 55%. Right now the Bitcoin dominance, this is just the Bitcoin dominance chart. It's not a price or anything. It's just a percentage. So the Bitcoin dominance percentage is 61.46% right now. But in order for the true altcoin season to begin, we need the Bitcoin dominance to be below 55%. See over here on December 3rd, we got as low as 54.56%. And I don't know if you remember, but during that time, a lot of the altcoins were going kind of parabolic. We saw a lot of the altcoins moon. But it only lasted for about a week, and then the Bitcoin dominance went back up, and that's why the the altcoins stop mooning. They just they kind of just going sideways right now. Although there are random coins mooning, but that's very like one or two coins, But in order for most of the coins to moon, we need Bitcoin dominance to fall back to 55%. Now you see here, in 3 days, the Bitcoin dominance went from like 58% all the way up to 64%. A quick wick, just like it did that in 3 days. It went up, like from 58 to 64. It went up 6%. Right now we're at 61. It could easily, fall down to 6%, like in 3 days. So it could easily fall down, right back down to 55%, in 3 days. So this could happen, really quickly. But historically speaking, we need the Bitcoin dominance to go down for the altcoins to go up. The higher the Bitcoin dominance, that means the more the altcoins get suppressed, and they don't go up in price as much as we want them to. In order for the altcoins to moon, to go parabolic, we need the Bitcoin dominance, to come down to 55%. But again, we're only 6% away from 55%. So just like it took 3 days for the Bitcoin dominance to go from 58% to 64%. We could easily, it could easily take 3 days for the Bitcoin dominance to go from 61% to 55%. So that's what the Bitcoin dominance is. It's just it just measures the dominance of Bitcoin against the altcoins. And just to put it in simple words, the higher the Bitcoin dominance is, the more the altcoins get suppressed, and the less they moon. But the lower the Bitcoin dominance goes, the more the altcoins surge and go parabolic, the more they moon. And we got a taste of the altcoin season here when we got below 55%. So that's why my thinking is that we have to get right back under 55% or lower, and the Bitcoin dominance will drop below 55%. And when that happens, that's when we'll go into the true altcoin season. So hopefully that answered your question, Autumn. We just need the Bitcoin dominance to get below 55%, and it will happen. It's just a matter of time. I still do believe that the true altcoin season is just right around the corner. Probably sometime by mid-February to late February, we're gonna have Bitcoin dominance fall below 55%. And then the altcoins will start mooning. You'll see Jasmine mooning, and most of the cryptos will start mooning. So hopefully that answered your question right there. We just need to see the Bitcoin dominance drop to 55% or lower, and then that way all our altcoins will start mooning. And again, don't get scared, or don't get fearful that it's high right now at 61%, because just like it went up 6% in 3 days, it could easily go down 6% in 3 days. So definitely, we're just waiting on Bitcoin dominance to fall below 55%, and then all our favorite altcoins will start mooning. So that, hopefully that helped you out. Hopefully that answered your question right there. So let's see here. We did the XCN update. Let's do the Avalanche update real quick. Avalanche is also a really good deal right now. It's already a high market cap coin. I mean, you're gonna see more gains on the lower market cap coins. But if you have a lot of money to invest, Avalanche is a secure play. Like if I had $1 million, I would rather invest it into like something like Avalanche than something with lower market cap, because I'm gonna want the liquidity to take out. Because if you invest millions of dollars, you want to invest it into higher market cap, because that way when you take your money out, you could pretty much guarantee you'll be able to get your money back, because it's got a high liquidity. It's already at $10.96 billion market cap. But if you're dealing with a little bit of money, you probably want to invest it to lower market cap plays, like Jasmine, where you're gonna have much more returns. But it's a great price right now for Avalanche. It's at $26.62. It did get as low as $21.49. Hopefully you were able to catch that dip. I do believe Avalanche could get to at least $300 this cycle, and potentially it could get as high as $600. Now, if you've been listening to my videos, you would know that Avalanche and the Kronos blockchains, they're late bloomers. So that's why, Avalanche and the CRO token and all the ecosystems of AVAX and Kronos blockchain, they're kind of suppressed right now. They're very low price compared to some other projects that are already mooned. But that's because they're late bloomers. Historically, the Avalanche blockchain and the Kronos blockchain are late bloomers. So that's why, they're probably going to top off with Bitcoin in sometime in September 2025. In the 2021 cycle, Avalanche was also suppressed. It was really low in price. It wasn't until like mid 2021 when it started to run, and then it went parabolic and it topped off with Bitcoin in November 2021 at $140. And the bear market low on the last cycle of Avalanche was $2.79. So it did over like a 40. It did over like a 40x. It did like a 45x, something like that. So that wasn't bad for its first bull run. I expected to do something similar. The bear market low this time was around like 870. Right around $9. So if it did another 45x, that would be somewhere around like 400 like $30 right around there, like $430 right around there. So that's why I do believe Avalanche could easily get to $300. But seeing how mass adopted Avalanche is being used right now by the California DMV, and it's got like a real world asset narrative, and it's about to have an AI narrative as well. I do believe it has the potential to get as high as $600. So stay bullish on Avalanche. Okay, I see another comment by Autumn. Let me see what Autumn says. Says, if it goes to 55%, does that mean Bitcoin price will go up or down? The price, it doesn't necessarily need to go up or down. It just means that the altcoins need to start going up. The Bitcoin price could be high, and the Bitcoin dominance could be lower. It just measures the altcoins performance against Bitcoin. So that's what the Bitcoin dominance measures. The Bitcoin price doesn't necessarily need to go down. Like Bitcoin is not going to go down below 90K this cycle. So you don't have to worry about Bitcoin going below 90K. I do believe 90K is the line in the sand for Bitcoin. But basically, once all the big institutions start investing the money into altcoins, that's going to make the altcoin prices surge, and that's going to bring the Bitcoin dominance down. So to answer your question, the Bitcoin price does not need to go down for the altcoins, for the altcoins to start mooning. So if the Bitcoin dominance falls to 55%, Bitcoin could be at a new all-time high, around 110 or 120K, and that's going to make the altcoins surge. So it doesn't really, the price of Bitcoin doesn't really matter when it comes to dominance. What we just need is the dominance to go to 55% for the altcoins to start mooning. So the Bitcoin dominance only measures the performance of the altcoins against Bitcoin. But the Bitcoin price could be it could be 110,000, it could be 120,000. It doesn't necessarily mean that it has to go up or down in order for the Bitcoin dominance to go down. So hopefully that answered your question. But just to summarize, the Bitcoin price doesn't really matter when it comes to the Bitcoin dominance. All the Bitcoin dominance measures is the performance of the altcoins against Bitcoin. So definitely the Bitcoin price does not need to go up or down. The altcoins need to go up, and then that's going to bring the Bitcoin dominance down. But historically, we need Bitcoin to keep going to higher prices in order for the altcoins, to keep going up. We do need Bitcoin to go to higher prices. So it's not going to be surprising if the Bitcoin goes up to 120K, and then the altcoins start mooning, and that's going to make the Bitcoin dominance drop to like 55K or more. It just measures the performance of the altcoins against Bitcoin. But really, once more people start investing into the altcoins, that's going to make the Bitcoin dominance drop. and you know, once it gets below 55% or lower, then that's when all the altcoins are going to be mooning. We'll be in the true altcoin season, where you're going to see your favorite cryptos do like 50% moves to the upside, 75% moves to the upside every day. But it does not mean that Bitcoin price has to go down or up. It just measures the performance of the altcoins against the Bitcoin. So hopefully that answered your question. You know, the Bitcoin price does not matter. The Bitcoin dominance only measures the altcoins performance against Bitcoin. So yeah, the Bitcoin dominance could go down, but if the Bitcoin dominance goes down to 55%, Bitcoin price could just as easily well go up to 120K. I know it's kind of confusing, but just to put it in simple terms, don't look at the Bitcoin price. Just remember that the Bitcoin dominance, you know, it measures the performance of the altcoins against Bitcoin. But don't worry about the Bitcoin price. I'll be going over the Bitcoin dominance every day, and you know, once we see this falling, you know, you'll see that once it gets closer and closer to 55%, and once it stays below 55%, you're gonna see all the altcoins moon. So right now, that's why, you know, all the altcoins are being suppressed, because you know, everybody's, you know, got shaken out by the Trump tariffs. So you know, that's why everybody took their money out of the altcoins, you know, and put it back into like Bitcoin. You know, but that's why, you know, like, you know, these big institutions do. You know, that's not what we do. You know, right here we buy low, you know, and we hold, and you know, and we wait for higher prices, because they will come. You know, like if we were millionaires, then we would put our money into Bitcoin, because you know, Bitcoin is only going to get to as high as like $180,000. You know, somewhere between 180K and 250K at the top of the bull run. But let's just say it gets to 200K. Just for, you know, just for this example, if Bitcoin gets to 200K, you know, Bitcoin's right around 100K right now. It's at 98,000. It's only going to do a 100% move. So if you only invest $1,000, you're only going to make $1,000. You know, if you put it into Bitcoin, and if you only invest $100, you're only going to make $100 at the top of the bull run on Bitcoin. But you know, if you're like, you know, if you're a millionaire, you know, like these millionaire people do, they put their money into Bitcoin because they're investing millions of dollars into Bitcoin. So if they put $1 million into Bitcoin, you know, they're okay with making $1 million at the top of the bull run. You know, Bitcoin will do a 100% move, and they'll top off right around 200K, so they'll make $1 million. You know, that's good if you're a millionaire. You know, some millionaires, you know, they got hundreds of millions of dollars. You know, like Michael Saylor, he's got like billions of dollars into Bitcoin. He's not going to put it into the altcoins because he knows he's not going to be able to make that, you know, to get his money out in the altcoins because the market cap is too low. So, you know, these billionaires and millionaires, they got to put it into Bitcoin where they could get their money out, because, you know, the market cap of Bitcoin is, let's see what the market cap of Bitcoin is right now. The market cap of Bitcoin is $1.94 trillion. So, you know, like people have, you know, like Michael Saylor, you know, he's got like, you know, like 20 or $30 billion worth of, you know, worth of Bitcoin. So, you know, he'll be fine with just doubling that. Let's just say 20 billion. So Michael Saylor puts $20 billion into Bitcoin right now, which he has, and he's done it already. At the top of the bull run, he'll take $40 billion out when Bitcoin gets to 200K. And he's okay with only making a 100% move. He just made $20 billion. So, I mean, that's okay for the billionaires and billionaires. But, like, you know, people like us, you know, who only have, you know, like, and let's just say, like, you only had $100. I mean, you don't want to put it into Bitcoin because you're only going to make $100. I mean, that's, you know, that's still good. But, I mean, you could make a lot more, like, in Jasmine. Like, if you put $100 into Jasmine right now, I could easily see Jasmine getting to at least 30 cents. So that would be like a 15x instead of, so that's like a 1500% return instead of a 100% return. So, you know, 15x, you know, so if you put it $100 into Bitcoin, you're only going to get $100 back. But if you at the top of the bull run, but if you put $100 into Jasmine right now, you could easily, you know, get $1,500 back at the top of the bull run for Jasmine. So that's, you know, that's why, you know, if you got low money, like most of us do, we want to put it into lower market caps. You know, Bitcoin is like, you know, almost $2 trillion. You know, and Jasmine is only $1.17 billion. So, you know, you're gonna make way better returns in Jasmine. But yeah, to answer your question on the Bitcoin dominance, Autumn, basically, don't worry about the Bitcoin price. The Bitcoin dominance only measures the performance of the altcoins against Bitcoin. So we just need to, you'll see, I'll cover it every day. Once we see the Bitcoin dominance keep going down, that's just going to make the altcoins go up. So yeah, don't worry about the Bitcoin price. The Bitcoin price could go up or down. It doesn't really matter for the Bitcoin dominance, because the Bitcoin dominance just measures the performance of the altcoins against Bitcoin. I know it's kind of confusing. It took me a while to understand it too. But yeah, the Bitcoin price doesn't matter. The Bitcoin price could go up or down, but that doesn't matter when it comes to Bitcoin dominance, because the Bitcoin dominance only measures the altcoins performance against Bitcoin. It doesn't measure it against the price. So hopefully that helped you out. Okay, I got more comments here. Let me see. Pink Agent says, I'm late to the party. Did you see where Donald Trump, whoever is making calls for world liberty, put their assets in Chainlink? Just curious your take on what that means for XRP and other altcoins. I wouldn't really worry about what World Liberty Financial is doing. I mean, and once the true altcoin season hits, all of the coins are gonna moon. Chainlink, XRP, and other altcoins are gonna moon. I mean, it just depends what kind of returns you want. Like I was saying earlier, XRP. I mean, it's already a high market cap. I mean, XRP is already at a $144 billion market cap. If you would have bought XRP at 30 cents, that would be great, because I do believe XRP could top off, around like $15. So that would be like a 50x. But if you're late in the game and you're only buying XRP right now, around 250, you only have around a 6 to 7x left, because if XRP tops off at $15, that would only be a 7x. So if you put $100 into XRP right now, you're only going to get $700 back at the top of the bull run. So you're better off investing it into lower market cap coins. I'm just using Jasmine as an example because I'm bullish on Jasmine. If Jasmine could at least get to 30 cents, so that would be like a 15x, and 15x is better than a 7x. So that's why if you got into XRP at a lower price, then you're doing great. But if you're late in the game and you're only going to invest right now, I would put my money into Jasmine better than Chainlink or XRP. Because Chainlink, let's go to the coin market cap here. Because Chainlink already has a high market cap too. Let's go to Chainlink here. But I wouldn't worry about what Liberty Financial or Donald Trump does. I mean, look what Donald Trump did. He put it, he made his own meme coin. Only the insiders made a lot of money. All the insiders like himself, his wife, his family, and his insider friends, they made money, like millions of dollars. But I mean, you have to have bought the official Trump meme coin within the first 20 minutes that it came out, because it basically mooned, and mooned from it mooned all the way up to $13, in the first 20 minutes. So it did over 1,000x in the first 20 minutes. So I mean, unless you knew about it, you weren't gonna catch that. So definitely, don't worry about what Mr. Trump does or his company, World Liberty Financial does. They're doing their own thing. But Chainlink, I mean, it's a good company. But it already has mooned. I mean, look at this. It's already got a high market cap. It's already at $12 billion market cap. And then, if you would have bought it in 2017 when it was at 12 cents, I mean, you'd be up 155x right now, because it's already gone up over 15,500%, which is a 15x. Now, the bear market low this cycle was $5, and and the all-time high is $52. I do believe it could at least double. I do believe it could at least get to around $100 this cycle. So I mean, if you would have bought it at $5, it would be a good 20x. But it's already at a 1971. Let's just say $20. For easy math, if it tops off somewhere around $100, I mean, you're only looking about a 5x. I mean, so you're only looking about a 5x. From the price of today. Let's just say it goes up to 150. If it goes to about to 150, then you're only looking about like, let me see, 10x, 20. If it goes to 150, then you're looking about like a 7x, and if it goes to $200, then you're only looking about a 10x. So, those are not really that good of investments right now. Unless you bought, Chainlink at the bear market low of $5, because if it only goes to $100, you're only looking about a 5x. And if it goes to, $200, which that would be like the tops, you're only looking at about a 10x. If you're fine with that, if you're investing a lot of money into that and you're okay with the 5 or 10x, then that's fine. But if you're not investing, that much money into it, like, most of us, then I would go with something with low market cap, with like Jasmy. I know I push Jasmy a lot. It's because I'm very bullish on Jasmy, and it's also one of the channel favorites, because I do believe Jasmy could easily get to 30 cents, which would be around a 15x. But really, I think Jasmy could even go as high as 90 cents. So like if you invest into Jasmy right now, you have potential of going up to like a 45x, which is a lot better than like Chainlink, which is only like a 5 to 10x to the top of the bull run, and XRP, which is only like about a 5 to 7x to the top of the bull run. So hopefully that helped you out, Pink Agent. Okay, there's more comments here by Autumn. Let's see what Autumn says. Thank you. Yes, it answered my question. I understand it now. So will investing in Jasmy still be better than XRP, since I'm only using a few $100s now? Yes, just like I just said right now. In Jasmy, you have way better potential. Let's go back. I'm gonna go back to XRP and then go right back to Jasmy. I'll say it again. XRP being at around 250 right now. Remember, if you've been listening to my videos, I do believe XRP could realistically get to only $15 this cycle. That's my realistic price target. So 250 to 15 bucks. That's about like a 6 to 7x. Realistically, because 6 times 250 is about, it's a 6x exactly, actually, because 6 times 250 is $15. So if you invest $100 into XRP right now, you'll only get a 6x. So that means your $100 would only turn into like $600, which is good. But in Jasmy, you have a way better potential, because I do believe Jasmy could easily, almost guaranteed, but again, nothing is guaranteed. I do believe Jasmy could easily get to 30 cents this cycle. So right now being at 0.23 cents, if you invest $100 into Jasmy right now, it could easily get you 30 cents. So that would be around a 15x from the price of today. So your $100 would be $1,500 at the top of the bull run once it got to 30 cents. So $1,500 is better than $600. So if you invest $100 into XRP right now, you would only get $600 back. But if you invest $100 into Jasmy right now, you would get $1,500 back at the top of the bull run. But potentially, I do think Jasmy could go as high as 90 cents. So you might even be able to get more money than $1,500. I'm almost guaranteeing at least $1,500, because I do believe it could get to 30 cents. But if it got to like 90 cents, that means you could get like up to like $4,500 back. So that's why Jasmy is a way better investment. Like for sure, Jasmy will hit 30 cents. So that's at least $1,500 back. If you only invest $100 right now into Jasmy. But there is a potential it could go as high as 90 cents, and there is a potential that you could make that $100 $4,500. But for sure, you could easily make it $1,500. So hopefully that helped you out, Autumn. Definitely, it's better to invest into Jasmy than XRP right now. Let's see, it's a comment by Pink Agent. It says, I got into XRP at $1.07, so I'm happy with tripling my money so far. Okay, yeah, if you're happy, that's great. I do believe XRP is going to get to at least $15 this cycle. So you'll be able to 15x your dollar. So if you're happy with that, then that's great. You probably invested some good money into it. So that's pretty good right there. But again, if you're coming in late right now, a better investment is Jasmy than XRP. But if you invested into XRP at $1 and you're okay with the 15x, then that's great too. So kudos to you, Pink Agent. Hopefully, you do good. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. I'll be letting you know when I think the top of the bull run is coming in for XRP. because XRP is one of the channel favorites, so I always cover it. I cover XRP, XLM, Jasmine, Avalanche, XCN, Crow with Knife, the Cockinu, COQ. So definitely, subscribe to the channel in case you're not already. Let's see what Autumn says here. Autumn says, I am also wondering if there is coming else just like Jasmine, they can do a 15x. Well, there is a lot of other coins that'll do a 15x, but I think Jasmine is going to be one of the top performers. I would stick with Jasmine because Jasmine, it has a lot of heavy hitters behind it. Again, it's got those 4x Sony executives running Jasmine. You can't really go wrong with that. And I do believe it could get to 90 cents. So I do believe Jasmine might even do a 45x from the price of today. For sure, it could do a 15x, but it might do even more. There are a lot of other coins out there, but they're a lot more riskier. I don't consider Jasmine risky at all, because I do believe Jasmine is going to do really, really good. XCN was one of my other top picks, but it's already mooned. I would rather invest into Jasmine right now than XCN, because XCN, I got into XCN when it was at 0.0017, but it's already mooned. I do believe XCN could get to at least at 25 cents. So if it got to 25 cents, that would be from 3 cents. That's at least an 8x. 8x from the price of today, which is really good if you bought it, pretty close to the bear market bottom like I did. But if you're coming in late right now, Jasmine is a better investment, because right now it's a really low price at 0.24. It's got a lot of potential. Those Japanese, they really know how to market a product, and they really know how to follow through in their products. And it's known as the Bitcoin Japan for a reason. And again, it only has clarity. In Japan, Jasmine is the only crypto with clarity. So definitely, I would stay with Jasmine. I know there's a lot of other cryptos out there that are probably going to do good too, but one that I could guarantee for sure is Jasmine. You can't go wrong with Jasmine. There's a lot of cryptos out there too. Like Lia AI. I guess if you want another pick, but I think you already know about it, is Lia AI. And some other AI agents out there, but Lia AI is also going to do a 15x from the price of today. Because I do believe Lia AI could get to at least $500 million market cap. So at the price of today, Lia AI, if it got to, right now it's at a $9 million market cap. If Lia AI, got to $500 million, that would be a 50x. So Lia AI is like Jasmine. It's also going to do at least over a 15x. I do believe Lia AI could get to at least $500 million market cap. That's just me being conservative, but really I think you could get close to $1 billion market cap. So right now, my two favorite picks right now to invest in right now, in case you're late in the game, is Jasmine Coin and Lia AI. Those are my top two performers that I'm pretty sure are definitely going to do good, and they're going to do at least over a 15x, potentially up to a 45x from the price of today. So hopefully that helped you out on them. In case you were looking for another 15x plays besides Jasmine, I would go into Lia AI, especially at these low prices right now. I do believe you told me you bought Lia AI at 0.021, and you might be down right now on Lia AI, but it's always good to DCA. I do believe Lia AI is also going to do really good, but the only thing is you got to buy it at DEX. You got to buy it at a decentralized financing. And Jasmine is is basically available at most exchanges. But if you know how to buy in DEXs, you could definitely buy Lia AI in DEXs. And in case you're new to crypto, you need help how to buy in DEXs, or you need help just getting started, think about joining the Patreon. There's a Patreon / Top Crypto Bull. Only $20. Would love to have you there. Trying to build a community of like-minded people. Want to start a crypto family where we can share ideas and make sure we all make money. So definitely think about that. So hopefully that helped you out, Autumn. Right now, my two favorite picks for 15x or more is Jasmine and Lia AI. I think those two are definitely going to skyrocket and go parabolic here shortly. So hopefully that helped you out. Okay, another comment here by Pink Agent. that does help. Thank you. Okay, well, hopefully that helped you out, Pink Agent. I'm glad to help you. Feel free to ask me any question, Pink Agent, or anybody out there in the live chat. Feel free to ask questions. Okay, another question by Autumn. Soon, I'm trying to turn my $230 into $500 invested in Jasmine. I'm going for a good return. Go Jasmine. Yeah, go Jasmine. No, I love Jasmine. Well, you picked a good coin. Jasmine's got a big community. I know I push it a lot, but that's because I love Jasmine, and I do believe it's going to be one of these chosen cryptos that's going to do good this bull run. Every bull run has a few chosen cryptos that do really good. Looks like XCN is already one of those chosen cryptos that's going to do really good this bull run. But it's kind of late to get into the XCN because unless you got it close to the bear market low of 0007, XCN's already at 3 cents. So it's already done a 50x from the bear market low. So if you got in there right now, you only have like another 8x potential. But Jasmine, you're not too late. Jasmine has only done a 8x from the bear market low. It's only done like an 8 or 9x from the bear market low, and I still think it's got a lot to run. Because like I said, I do believe Jasmine could at least get to 30 cents, potentially get as high as 90 cents. So that's why I'm very bullish on Jasmine. I've already told you guys why. It's got 4x Sony executives running on it, and that alone, I'm very bullish on it. It's got a lot of narratives on it. It's got the Internet of Things narrative, Web3 gaming narrative, AI narrative. It's got a DeepIn narrative, robotics narrative. They're even into the medical narrative. So that's why I'm so bullish on Jasmine, and also because it's the only Japanese coin that has clarity in Japan. So all those Japanese investors are going to be putting millions of dollars into Jasmine, and also because the Jasmine team sometime this year they're gonna lock up half of the supply, and once they lock up half of the supply of Jasmine, they're just gonna skyrocket the price. So that's why I'm also very, very bullish on Jasmine. So definitely go Jasmine, like you said, Autumn. Go Jasmine. Pink Angel says $20 a month. Oh yeah, $20 a month. That's I just started my Patreon about a week ago. Right now, just got a few members on it because I just started at it. But I'm trying to build a family, a crypto family. We're pretty soon. I'm gonna start doing like these Zoom calls where we could talk every day. Share any ideas, any question, any fears you may have. We'll talk about it every day. And definitely, it's only $20 a month. You'll have an insider. You'll have early access to all my early picks. Because right now there's a lot of other coins I'm also investing into. I don't talk about it here in the channel, but there's a lot of other coins I'm investing into. I like to. One of my favorite things to do is look for low market cap gems. I look for for cryptos that just came out that they're somewhere around like $1 million to $10 million market cap. I like to invest in them early, and then cash out once they do a 50x to 100x. So if you want early access to my picks, definitely join the Patreon. And also, if you're new to crypto and you just don't know how to get started, we'll basically hold your hand there. Me and my team will hold. I got a team. Once we get bigger, I do have a team that's going to help. Once we get a lot more members, we'll definitely hold your hand and help you make money in crypto. So definitely think about it. Only $20 a month. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, that's it for now. Okay, well, let's see, where were we here? So we did we did the AVAX update. So now we just got the Crow and Knife and the COQ update. Let's see what CAW Crow and Knife is doing. Okay, the Crow and Knife, the current price, the Crow and Knife is 7026. It's just been going sideways between 023 and 029. Excellent price with Crow and Knife. But again, if you buy Crow and Knife, you might have to wait a little while, because if you've been listening to my videos, you would know that Crow and Knife, it's in the Kronos blockchain, and the Kronos blockchain is a late bloomer. In the 2021 cycle, the CRO token didn't start blooming until late 2021, and it didn't top off until Bitcoin in November 2021. But the CR token in 2021, the bear market low was around 1 penny, and it stayed about in a penny or two for most of the time, and it wasn't until mid 2021 when it started mooning. But at the end of the cycle in November 2021, it got as high as 96 cents. So the CRO token basically did a 96x from the bear market low to the top of the bull run in November 2021. And again, it was a late bloomer. So I expect Crow with Knife or CAW to be a late bloomer. It's also gonna, it's gonna stay low prices. It's gonna be suppressed for a while. But sometime in mid 2025, Crow with Knife is gonna start running. It's gonna start mooning, and I do believe Crow with Knife has the potential to do a 100x or pretty close to it, because I do believe it could easily get to around $1 billion market cap, because it's the number one meme coin on the Kronos blockchain, and right now it's only at a $19.82 million market cap. So what I'm doing right now, I'm accumulating Crow with Knife, but I'm being patient. You have to be really patient with Crow with Knife and the Kronos blockchain. I mean, they've been suppressed, like for the last 3 years. So you got to be really patient. But if you're patient, and you could wait until like September 2025. Crow with Knife is a great investment, because you could keep accumulating, and then all of a sudden, one of these days, Crow with Knife will start mooning, and I do believe it could get close to $1 billion market cap. If it doesn't get to $1 billion market cap, I could easily see it getting to around $500 million market cap, which is about like a 45 to 50x from the price of today. So definitely, I'm bullish on Crow with Knife. You just have to be patient with Crow with Knife. So there you go. Okay, another comment by Autumn says, "Will Jasmine team definitely lock up half this year?" What they're saying they will. I don't know. I don't know exactly what they'll do, but they have promised that they are. They promised that they're gonna lock up over half of the supply of Jasmine coins. I hope they do. Trust me, I'm with you. I really want them to. They said they will. So I don't see why they wouldn't, but supposedly they will. So that's all I know on that. I don't know 100% if they will or not, because I can't control them, but they have promised that they will. So hopefully they will. Let's just hope that they keep their promise. And if they do keep their promise, if they do lock up half of the supply this year, that's gonna skyrocket Jasmine. That's why I'm so bullish on Jasmine. Because right now the circulating supply and the total supply is the same, around 50 billion. But if they lock up half the supply, let's just say they lock up 25 billion, that's only gonna leave 25 billion Jasmine. So that's gonna shoot it up. It's gonna shoot the price up to the moon. So yeah, most likely they will, Autumn. Like I said, I don't have control over them, but they have said that they will. And I don't see why they wouldn't if they said they will. So most likely they will. So hopefully that helped you out there, Autumn. But I'm with you. I want them to keep their promise, and I want them to lock up half the supply, and I think they will. So back to Crow with Knife. Like I was saying, Crow with Knife is definitely a long-term play. If you want like quick returns, like Crow with Knife is not like a short trade. It's not like a short-term trade. Don't expect Crow with Knife to moon like tomorrow, the next day, or in a week or two. Crow with Knife is going to be a late bloomer. Historically, the Kronos blockchain is a late bloomer. But if you have patience, or if you got some dry powder coming in, later on in the year, Crow with Knife is going to be a good investment, in the long term, because I do believe it will get to at least $500 million and maybe even up to $1 billion market cap sometime in late 2025. So definitely stay bullish on Crow with Knife. Same thing with the COQ, with the COC Inu. Like I said earlier, Avalanche is also a late bloomer, just like the Crow token. Avalanche was suppressed in the 2021 cycle for many years, and it wasn't until late 2021 when it started running, and it mooned with Bitcoin in November 2021. And I expect the same thing for Avalanche, and the same thing with the COQ, because the COC Inu is the number one meme coin on the COC Inu is the number one meme coin on the Avalanche blockchain. So I do expect the COC Inu to be a late bloomer as well. Current market cap is $42 million. $42 million is the market cap for a COQ. So again, the COQ is not a short-term play. It's a long-term play. If you have patience, right now is the perfect time to accumulate a COQ. And I do believe it could easily get to $500 million market cap, just like with Crow and Knife, and potentially get up to $1 billion market cap, because the COQ is the #1 meme coin on Avalanche. That's why I do believe it's going to do good. You just got to have patience. Remember, the Avalanche and the Avalanche ecosystems are late bloomers, and they're going to be suppressed for a while. But once they moon, sometime by mid 2025, they'll start mooning, and they'll keep mooning until late in the cycle, until Bitcoin tops off sometime around September 2025. And by the way, I do believe when Bitcoin tops off in September 2025, the price range is going to be between 180K and 250K for Bitcoin. And my reasoning for that price range is because I know Bitcoin has diminishing returns every cycles on the gains. On the 2017 cycle, Bitcoin had a 129x return from the low to the high. On the 2021 cycle, Bitcoin had a 22x return from the low to the high, because on the 2021 cycle, the bear market low was 3,124 and the top of the bull run high was $69,000. So that's a 22x from low to high. Now on this cycle, 2025 cycle for Bitcoin, I expect less than a 22x, because like I said, there has been diminishing returns every cycle for Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin is going to be less than a 22x, I'm thinking it's going to be somewhere between a 12x and a 17x from the bear market low of 15K. So if you multiply 12 times $15,000, that gives you a Bitcoin price of $180,000. And if you multiply $15,000 times 17, that gives you a Bitcoin price of a 250K. So that's why my range for Bitcoin at the top of the bull run is between 180K and 250K at the top of the bull run sometime in September 2025. So yeah, I'm just letting you guys know that that's what my Bitcoin price prediction is. So back to COQ. Remember, this is a great investment right now, but you gotta have patience. Don't expect COQ to moon tomorrow, or the next day, or in a week. It's gonna be a late bloomer, just like Crow with Knife. They'll probably be topping off with Bitcoin late in the cycle, sometime around September 2025. It could be a little bit time before. Maybe they'll top off in July or August, but they are going to be late bloomers. So don't expect them to moon anytime soon. But again, knowing that they're going to be late bloomers, they're a perfect accumulation zone. Right now is the time to accumulate them and reap the rewards late in the cycle. So yeah, stay bullish on the COQ. And I do believe I forgot to go over XLM. So let's go over XLM. Can't forget about XLM. The twin X's, XRP and XLM. But basically, just like XLM, it's also going to do really good this cycle. I do believe XLM and XRP, they're mimicking their 2017 cycle, where they had a massive bull run over where they did over a 500x in 2017. But this cycle, of course, I don't think they could do a 500x, because they're already high in market cap. But I do believe XLM could do at least a 50x from the price of from the bear market low. The bear market low of XLM was 7 cents. So 50x for XLM would be right around $3.50. So if you bought XLM right now, you still have a good 10x. Right now it's at 34 cents. So if it could at least get to 350, that's about a 10x from the price of today. But it would have been better if you would have bought XLM, close to 7 cents. I got into XLM when it was around 9 cents, and I plan on selling right around 350. So that would be like like a 45x for me. But I mean, yeah, if you love XLM, you could buy it right now. It's only like a 10x. But really, if you're late in the game, if you want better returns right now, I would mostly put it into like with Crow. I would mostly put it into Jasmine. I would put it into Jasmine right now. Because it's about to moon. It's gonna be blooming better, quicker than Crow and Knife and COQ. If you have patience, put it into Crow and Knife and COQ. But if you want good returns quicker, then I would go with Jasmine. Because with XLM, you're only gonna get a 10x. But with Jasmine, you have anywhere between a 15x to a 45x returns. So the better investment right now is Jasmine than XLM. But if you got into XLM when it was around 7 cents, then you're doing great, because it's already a high market cap. So yeah, just stay bullish on XLM, just like XRP and all the cryptos. We're just waiting for Bitcoin to go parabolic, and then XLM and all the cryptos are going to follow. So definitely stay bullish on XLM. I do believe it could get to at least 350, and that's pretty good, because that would be around a 50x from the bear market low of 7 cents, and that's really good with with the high market cap coin already, with the $10 billion market cap. So that's a 50x for XLM would be excellent. So there you go. Well, let me see. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, last thing I wanted to cover was the DXY. Before we cover the DXY, let's see what the Bitcoin price is, because Bitcoin is very volatile right now. Let's see if it's gone up or down since we started recording. Last time we saw it, it was right around like 90, 97, 98. Yep, same price, $98,000, $98,023. So it's just going sideways. So don't miss out on this dip. Like I was saying, this might be the last chance to buy your favorite altcoins at these low prices, because I do believe Bitcoin is about to start mooning, and it's going to go parabolic at any time and go to higher prices. It could be tomorrow, the next day, or it could be in a week. But pretty soon, Bitcoin is going to go parabolic and go to higher prices, and you don't want to miss out on this dip right now. I do not think we're going to go lower than we did on February 3rd. So right now is the perfect time to buy the altcoin dip, because I don't think we'll go much lower. So definitely stay bullish on Bitcoin and cryptos. So the last chart I wanted to cover was the DXY chart. Let's see what the DXY is doing. Okay, the current DXY, which is the US dollar index price, is $107.88. I like to cover this one because that way, in case you're new, you can see that the Bitcoin price and the DXY have an inverse relationship. And it looks like it is starting to go down. That's why the Bitcoin price is starting to go up again. Looks like over here, on February 3rd, when Bitcoin wicked all the way down to 91K, the DXY had the inverse reaction, and it wicked all the way up to $108.33. But now that Bitcoin's gone up, the DXY has gone down. So I just want to show you how the DXY and the Bitcoin price have an inverse relationship. So we need the DXY to keep collapsing. And the lower the DXY goes, the higher the Bitcoin price will go. So I just wanted to show you that, just so you see that the DXY and the Bitcoin price have an inverse relationship. Remember, the higher the DXY goes, the more Bitcoin price is suppressed, and the lower it goes. And the lower the DXY goes, the higher the Bitcoin price goes. It goes up. So that's pretty much it. I think I pretty much covered everything I wanted to say. Let me just clear my throat here. So it looks like the market's bouncing back. I'm seeing a lot more green now. When I first started the video, most of the coins were red. There were only like 3 or 4 coins that were green. But now I see a lot more green. Give me 1 second. Thanks for your patience. I have to go drink some water because I was losing my voice there. I guess I've been talking for a while. Well, like I was saying, looks like the market is bouncing back. I'm seeing a lot more green bubbles here, so that's really good. Now we got Floki's up in the green, Pepe, Gala, Ondo, File, WIF is up 9% all of a sudden. So definitely, looks like the market is bouncing back. So don't miss out on this dip. It looks like it's already starting to bounce. If you're leading the game, better buy now before we go into higher prices, because I do believe Bitcoin is about to go to higher prices, and it's about to make a new all-time high at any day now. Could be tomorrow, the next day, or in a few days. So don't miss out on this altcoin dip before the prices go higher. You don't want to be FOMOing into higher prices. So definitely, if you have some dry powder on the side, right now is the time to buy. Right now is the time to buy the dip. Don't be FOMOing into later when we're at higher prices. Well, that's pretty much it. Let me see if there's any more questions. That's pretty much it. Looks like that's all the questions. Okay, well, that's it for today. This Top Crypto Bull signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.